Hello, I was thinking to say more about the culture center. The culture section, and the playwright Maya Aradis. She talks about how she felt alienated in Holland, and she's writing. She went back to Israel. She studied theater in the same place I did, which is rare. Nobody studies theater in Jerusalem. Anyway, she's writing about Israeli musician who lives in Amsterdam and gets a gas bill that hasn't been paid since 1944. And that's actually a true story. And she said, actually, Holland has not been categorized as a Holocaust country. They want to... They talk about hiding Anne Frank and completely ignore her, the way she was betrayed. That's very interesting. And 75% of the Dutch Jews were murdered. And coming back to Amsterdam was a very difficult experience for those who did come back. She said she went to the Jewish Museum, and Anne Frank has a line like it's in Disneyland. You can't experience anything authentic from it. I've actually never went there. Actually, I didn't want to go there. And you cannot. It's like a ghetto, and a lot of Israelis. I can see that she sees the city as in black and white all of a sudden. She says that she has a feeling she cannot get. That being Israeli and Jewish is very deep, and you go to places. She has a scene where the Israeli musician standing in line in the supermarket and things, but the Dutch person and the Arabic person, the cashier thinks about her. She doesn't know which language to speak. And she says, I'm always going to be one leg out. I'm never going to be an insider. And first thing, when you say you're from Israel, they think they know everything about you. There's those that really love Jews and Israelis, and they also make you uncomfortable, just like the criticism, because you don't know anything about me. All you know is about where I come from. That's exactly how I feel. I don't like to be put in a box either. And it's a very interesting play. It looks like, she's done plays about terror. God is waiting at the stations. She's trying to... She says the BDS, if Israel is behind any sort of theater, they take it away. And one journalist in France asked her, why didn't you write a theater about 551 dead children that were killed in the war? And she said she uses this in her plays, definitely. And she said, I came back from Holland with a sort of innocence. I didn't know... She wanted to do theater there, and she understood that it's not going to be possible. It has to be the safe place where you can ask everything without fear. Totally agree. Now there's there is pressure to cancel. There's this, I don't even know who Lana Del Rey is, but she canceled. Other musicians also are not going to come to a festival. I don't really know who the heck she is. And she already got $700,000, my gosh, that she has to bring back. And 24 hours later, Electrical Slomo, whatever, Henry Laupert is not going to come. I'm not going to play. He says in Twitter, I apologize, but I want to support those repressed. It's more important, especially the latest things. And he's going to donate to Gaza. He wanted to donate to Gaza, but then he decided to cancel. What a sweet man. Yeah, definitely support the Hamas. Problem is these people are supporting the leadership, not the people. But it's okay. Then Black Motion, African They also are not going to do because they're going to identify with the Palestinian people. Very nice South African couple. Just think about who was there helping South Africa stop the apartheid. It definitely wasn't the Muslim world. And if we think about who the slave traders were, okay, that's what happens when we don't know history. Then we have a bunch of people. Actually, I don't know any of them. So, to be honest, I think the only way they get publicity is by canceling their shows. The BDS movement is extremely violent, I think. I want to say something here about that. We have so many talented musicians here that I really don't need all kinds of fake, phony people to come here. And talking about banning, people are banning this woman from the Me Too movement after she's, oh God, oh well. A new movie, controversy about Neil Armstrong. They don't show him putting the flag on the moon, the scene. Although they did show it, but they don't show exact moments. Anyway. They have nothing better to do. This I showed you already. Yeah. So I just wanted to add that bit. Nadav Gadaj has a song. I really need to look at YouTube. Nadav Gadaj is the name. Ulai Nedaber. 18 million views on YouTube. You know, we have so many local talents. I really wonder why we need to bring people. First of all, the tickets are like at least twice or 3 times more expensive. And while with the case of Ringo Starr, I will definitely go and see. The Beach Boys were also quite an experience. But, you know, besides those legendary musicians that, you know, it's just not worth it. All these people that they've just become famous from the BDS movement. It's not interesting. So in China, many children have glasses because video games. And the president of China, they're limiting video games, and that hurts the video company. Millions of dollars erased. Great, fantastic. Anyway, please let me know.